morning, everybody. Whether you're on the East Coast, West Coast, or around the world, we are right here on Coast to Coast, joined by our buddy Bobby G. What's happening, guys?
Yeah. What's good, man?
So, I mean, we might as well knock out the World Cup first. There is a lot going on, and it's been entertaining. So, for somebody that is not a soccer fan, the World Cup has been very entertaining.
I will tell you that the one thing that they have done that I think was initially looked at malignantly and then they changed up was these breaks. These hydration breaks have created better play in general. So you're seeing more goals. You're seeing more, access. I tell you, I wish they've been kind of showing that the offsides, a lot, and that's created some issues in terms of people thinking goals in comparison to no goals and such like that. And it's, literally toes.
They have a new toy, so they got to use it.
Yeah,
but short of that, these breaks now have made it better. I feel like that these hydration breaks have given these players enough of a break where they are actually, the body's recovering better. And you've seen FIFA change soccer now to 2 halves, really, to 4 quarters.
Yeah.
And I think they did it for the good of the game. Like, these games have been better.
Yeah, well, and the stoppage, from the fans' end, right? The stoppage is great because you're like, hey, it's a hydration break. Let me go get some hydration and not miss part of the game.
Well, and of course, it's like everybody. I know that every time we've watched a hydration break and we've been at a bar, everybody's like, hydration. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. You order that Coors Light, it's mountain spring water, off you go.
So, but some big things happening yesterday. Brazil pulls it out in the in that extra time. You know what I mean? It's that the 90 plus minutes. It was at like that 90 minutes 6 minutes in over extra time.
Mm-hmm.
And score that goal to beat Japan 2-1. You see
Canada similarly.
Canada kind of the same thing. They scored very late. The Germany Paraguay, I thought Germany scored a goal, and again it was offsides, and they showed it. They showed it pretty like it was actually like a decent amount offsides, so they couldn't allow the goal. And then go all the way to penalty kicks. And big net, one goalie.
Yep.
Can't miss. You cannot miss. And Germany, who's like a top 5 team, is out in the round of 32 against Paraguay.
Yep.
And then Morocco comes in and scores a goal again in that extra, 90 plus minutes to tie it up. And then again, it was just like the Netherlands just could not kick the ball on the net. Like it was 3 shots, like missed.
Yeah.
I
feel like the underdogs, if they can get it to penalty kicks, they got a real shot. If they got to win in regulation, that's tough.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but just a lot of surprises at the end. Like that's where there's a lot of goals being scored in the last seconds of the game. Yep. And that's what makes this all exciting.
See, I figured you'd be busting out that tinfoil hat, be like, "Oh, this is FIFA rigging these things."
You know what? They still got to score the goals.
They do.
They got to make these goals count, and that's where. Listen, there's plenty of things. Like if you wanted me to talk about Iran, And if our man got, a little hosed, maybe.
Yes. Well, I mean, they legitimately did. I mean, that's not even tinfoil hat. Like that was just, they were being done kind of dirty. So
yeah, in a lot of different ways, just it was like, oh yeah, we're not going to let half of your team in. We're not going to let any of your coaching in. And in the process of that, you're going to have a hard time everywhere you go.
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I mean? It was not their year, to be in the U.S. It was not a good time for them.
Exactly.
I mean, let's just hope that the U.S. doesn't meet up with Mexico in the final, because then
that would be a great
use your imagination.
that would be a great game. Same thing with like Paraguay. Paraguay, they have these wars with Paraguay where they actually had knockdown like brawls. They had a brawl here in Philadelphia on a friendly. So
that wasn't.
It wasn't very friendly. It's funny because I've been doing these countries, and I've been pulling in a Philadelphia tie in, like what's some tie in between Philadelphia and the country. And it's been, the U.S. played Paraguay twice in Philadelphia. Both times the U.S. won 1-0. And both times they had brawls. So these two countries, although they are friendly, do not like each other on the soccer pitch.
All right, now I got to challenge you. All right, so what's the tie-in from Philly to the Congo?
So I haven't done Congo yet, so I'm not able to. I can't speak intelligently. Anything I'd be doing, I'd be guessing. But I'm sure
give me a couple you've done.
Yeah. So, like for instance, the tie-in to South Africa is that South Africa has a town called Philadelphia. That's about 25 miles outside of Cape Horn. And the Netherlands, so when I did Croatia ties to Philadelphia. We've had Dario Saric and a couple of Sixers that were Croatian. I'm doing with I explained Paraguay. I'm trying to think of the ones that I've done recently. Like even I did an African country that wasn't South Africa. That also had some ties to.
Yeah, happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of these countries have interesting ties to Philadelphia that have to do with players that have played.
Okay,
and so that's really what it comes down to.
So, do they also enjoy cheesesteaks in Philadelphia, Africa?
You know what? I haven't tried that, but the cheesesteak out there may be made with elephant.
Goat.
And that would be one. Hey, listen, goat is amazing. I don't know if you've had goat meat is better than bovine.
I've not. I have had ostrich.
Ostrich is good. It's a little stringy and a little gamey. But if you like, goat meat is not something that it's not in a lot of stores. So
you can get goat tacos in Mexico all over the place.
And I tell you, it's so much better. It's just a better meat in general than bovine meat.
And kangaroo. I've had kangaroo as well.
I haven't had kangaroo. What?
It was awesome.
How's that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was awesome. Both were better than beef steaks to me.
Okay.
Did
you have kangaroo? Like what kind of age group were you going?
Oh man.
Yeah. Germany losing was a big loss.
Yeah.
Big loss. And we were watching it. We watched that goal. We had to watch it. Like we're watching it on a phone because we're at the Phillies game. And it was a surprise to kind of see that that wasn't a goal. I mean, so we're watching on a little phone. It's really difficult to see the offsides there.
Yeah.
You go from the really big monster televisions at the bar that are all these panels and are big wide screens.
Yeah.
Then you're watching it on a phone. And there's 8 of us huddled around the little phone.
To be fair, some of those offsides were hard to see on those huge TVs. So
Yes.
even with their little line, you're like, I mean, that's literally his toe.
Which is a surprise. I thought that they changed that rule to the half the body, that you had to have a half body situation, but I guess that wasn't.
No, it's basically like being like a quarterback in the NFL. As long as any part of you is behind the line of scrimmage, you can throw the ball. So the way that it seems to be officiated is it's the same way. As long as there's any piece of you
that's over the line,
exactly,
you are offsides.
Correct.
No, and
Joe out there. Joe out there. Yes, I actually did start jumping around because after dinner we went to a club that was down the street from the restaurant. So yes, I indeed jumped around after eating kangaroo.
When you don't have to worry about it being Rue, that's not how Disney kills characters. It's always the mom.
Where did you get kangaroo?
When I was in the Air Force. I was stationed in Germany, and we had a temporary assignment in Belgium. So
okay, I was going to say because I know that you can't get it in the States.
Yeah, we were at a restaurant in Belgium.
Interestingly enough, like there is a farm in Seattle area, and I'm saying it's in Seattle area, probably more like it's the state of Washington, that has the farm that you can get some of the specialty meats, because you are in the United States, you can only eat meat that's farm raised. Short of, like, you can go out and kill a deer and you could dress that deer and do it yourself and have that meat. But if you're going to sell meat, it has to be farm raised. And there is a farm somewhere in the state of Washington that like raises lion. Like you could get lion meat and things of that nature. Like it's different and it's specialty meats, but I know that they did not have kangaroo. So that's why I knew that kangaroo was not in the US.
Yeah. Or you can go to Fuddruckers. Fuddruckers still gets their hands on some exotic meats. They got everything, burgers. Yeah.
I tell you what, moose burgers.
Never had.
Yeah, moose is really good. Elk.
Yeah.
Moose and elk are both really good.
I've had an elk burger.
Yeah. I mean, I got to imagine gazelles are probably pretty tasty. I just haven't had one.
I do love deer jerky instead of like beef jerky, right? Deer jerky is awesome. Yeah,
that's deer jerky, elk jerky also.
Yep.
Alligator jerky is okay. It's a little, again, stringy. It doesn't have the same consistency as regular jerky.
Exactly. Hey, this pops up from time to time because we like to eat, and you can
we like to eat meat.
Exactly. And then you can also tell when the group might be a little bit hungry because it does kind of start to fade towards the food side.
Morocco won that game.
Yep.
Yes, they did. Again, another upset, kind of. I mean, Morocco is a great team. They were the runner-up last year or 4 years ago. So this is, who doesn't like to eat? Morocco. So I think that they are ranked 12th in the world, and the Netherlands were ranked 8th. So it was a small upset, but it was one of those upsets that, like, it was one of those games that you shouldn't have seen this early.
Yeah.
But that's what happens with these 32 when now that they moved from 32 to 16 or 16 to 32. Yeah. You are going to see a lot of these premier games earlier.
I mean, it makes it a little more exciting, right? And then it gives you some of these March Madness type upsets. So, like, I'm not mad at it. It's been entertaining.
It has been. I'm glad that it only happens once every 4 years, because painting my face this much is a lot.
I mean, I'm glad it's only every 4 years because, again, I'm just not a soccer fan. So, it seems like enough.
Well, it's interesting because they have. So obviously, it's the countries this year. They take a year off. Then it's the women.
Right.
Then it's the club FIFA, and then it's the FIFA.
Yeah.
So it's so it does happen. They only have 1 year off, really. But
yeah, but none of them are as big as the World Cup.
As the World Cup, this is the biggest. And I tell you, FIFA's real happy with this one because using the U.S. stadiums and the North American stadiums are much larger than the stadiums across the world. So they have made buku bucks. I mean, it was announced in Pennsylvania that we exceeded all of our expectations for the financial windfall that came into the city. That they were expecting somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 million, and that they have now projections saying it's about 750 million.
And that's just on the beer alone.
So it's this did a lot better. Now I will also say that Philadelphia was, out of all the FIFA, events that were happening throughout the country, Philadelphia was the one most attended because they made it free. Everywhere else wasn't free, or you had to go through a harder ticket process. Like, you had to get a ticket to get into these, but they had somewhere in the neighborhood of about 500,000 people go through Lemon Hill up to this point. I mean, we're not even done yet.
Yeah. From what I was reading, the place that the fans liked the least was SoFi.
I could believe that.
Like, as far as total experience, the ones that fans had the most fun and liked the experience of the stadium and all the things was actually Seattle and Philly.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I
represent on this show. Yeah, let's go.
I know that they've really enjoyed Philadelphia, although it has been really great to watch these fan bases take over New York City. Where they're doing the marches to go into. I know that you had two countries. I mean, during Pride Fest, they had two countries that were so against pride and such like that. I know that the countries made soft, listen, we prefer this not being done. That was actually more exacerbated by the media itself. The countries were like, hey, listen, we understand you guys are going to do this, and we're not going to make a stink about it because it's only going to make us look bad. I mean, Egypt,
For sure.
I happen to have a connection to the ambassador to the United States of Egypt. You know what I mean? So it was not made a big deal. The media made it a bigger deal. The media made it a bigger deal than it was. It's just because they wanted to just kind of talk about how the fact that these countries are not very pride friendly. And that they have the two most unpride friendly teams playing on a day that they're having Pride Fest. So again, it was just kind of accident, and the countries made sure not to be in the center of being like, no, we don't want pride. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
That-
they didn't do anything crazy, right? They just weren't participating. I didn't see a problem with it, right? Like some cultures are just not progressive in that way, and cool, whatever. I mean, you do you.
exactly. We can't tell anybody else how to live their lives.
Yeah, I'm still
So-
trying to figure mine out. Like, I
Exactly.
don't need to dictate to anybody else. I'm just out here faking it like everyone else.
Yeah, if
But-
you want your fan top 5, fan ranking top 5 is Gillette, Arrowhead, Mercedes Benz in Atlanta, Lumen, and Levi.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And I will tell you that Atlanta does get high marks because of cheaper beer. It is the most financially reasonable stadium out of all of the stadiums with the beer and such like that. And that's
So that's for
And they
that's
have
for the
Chick-fil-A.
NFL, though. That's for the NFL, right?
No, that's for the
that-
World Cup.
Oh, that's for
that's for the World Cup.
interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Levi, I don't believe that Levi Stadium is getting good marks. You know what I mean? It's like
Yep.
at Arrowhead, same situation. I've heard so many tough things about Arrowhead. I could see maybe the experience outside of the stadium because of all the barbecue joints and such like that. And
Sure.
those, I can imagine that anybody who went there and, any fan base that went there, eating good. You know what I mean? Because I know I eat good when I go to Kansas City.
You got some fried Oreos. We're not making it home.
I left my bags home, but here's my ranch.
Man, that's probably been the most fun storyline out of the World Cup is people coming from other countries and being like, the food here is ridiculous, and they're not wrong.
Yes. I mean, we talk about it all the time. Like a lot of the foods here are not able to be eaten over in Europe because they've banned a lot of the same.
Yeah.
Like you just can't get certain things over there that you can over here because of the way it's made.
Yeah,
Right.
we have no problem with chemicals that'll kill you.
Yeah.
We're like, this is going to kill you. And you're like, that's awesome because it tastes great.
Yeah. We also experiment more. Like,
Right.
where else can you get a double Philly calzone
Right.
dipped in hot Cheetos, drizzled with Chipotle aioli?
Hey, listen,
In a
don't
wrap.
be making fun. Don't be making fun of the Philly taco.
Oh, I'm not, because that's a literal. I mean, I'm in Vegas. That's a literal thing in Vegas. They have a Philly cheesesteak calzone pizza, and I'm not toppings.
There we go.
They literally make a Philly, put it
Sure,
in
right.
half the pizza,
And it-
wrap it calzone, and bake it.
Yes. No, I can believe that. That's actually something that's common here.
Right.
I call the Philly taco is a cheesesteak wrapped in a piece of pizza.
I mean, one of my favorite things there in Vegas is down at New York. There is this little Irish pub thing that has a pot pie that is the size of your head.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Totally bad for you. Like the
Is
sauce.
it a pot pie or a shepherd's pie?
It's a pot pie. It's a chicken pot pie with but it's like a cheese sauce. It 100% will kill you before you get through the hotel, but but it's so good.
Can't help but eating it. Because
Uh,
if I go to Irish bars in other cities, and they have shepherd's pie on the menu, I order it. I'm a
Yeah.
shepherd's pie guy. I am a chicken pot pie guy. You know what I mean? I like my pies. Pizza
Yeah, no.
pies, chicken pot pies, shepherd's
I
pie.
can't remember.
Yum.
I can't remember if it has shepherd's pie on it. But when I scrolled down to the pot pie, I was like, oh, okay, I love a pot pie. And then I saw one walk by the first time, and I'm like, that death machine walking by, need it. I'm gonna
It
walk
costs
500
$60. It's
miles on
worth
the
every
strip.
penny.
You're gonna walk so much on the strip anyway. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna work this one off.
Just by going up and down the steps, all you got to do is not use the escalators, and you're fine.
Exactly.
Hey, was there any other sports that happened other than soccer? I know that the Phillies lost in extras, not extras, but they get the lead, they lose the lead, they come back, and they lost this lead again. So
yeah, that'll happen. His Guardians got us. So they
2-1.
win that series. But the Mariners are only a half game back. They did get the win against the Angels yesterday, so they are still right there near the top. But that All-Star break is coming, and you can already feel them pulling the chain out for the anchor.
Do you think from your team is going to, from your prospective teams, that will make the All-Star game?
Man, who could?
I feel like Julio has a good shot. He's been playing well. Plus, there's enough name recognition to get the votes. Like, that's the biggest thing, right? Is you can't just be playing good. You have to have some popularity to it.
Yes.
So that's usually where Mariners start to pull up a little short. Is not all of our games are viewed a lot in the rest of the country. So like Cal has a shot, which doesn't make any sense at all. But he's popular enough.
Recognition from last year.
Exactly. So he has a shot, shouldn't, but potential. J-Rod is probably the most likely to go. We got a couple of pitchers that'll probably be in it.
Okay. With the Guardians, it'll usual suspect. Jose Ramirez, even though he's been injured recently. But other than him, honestly, Chase DeLauder, he has a case. Rookie. Should be in running for Rookie of the Year as well. But, he started really, really hot. And you have like 5 homers, like first 8 games. And then, cooled off. But, I mean, he didn't go cold. He just kind of settled into his MLB self. I think his averages high 200s. He's got the power number, so he could make it.
Let me ask you this question. When did Cleveland become a franchise in Major League Baseball?
The 90s.
So it wasn't
we've been good. We've been good since the 90s.
No. When did they start to have a team, and then
we've been at Guardian.
Like,
I mean,
it's a long
Indian
time.
start. Yeah, it's like
since the 30s, 40s. I mean, I don't know. Like I could be. It could be.
That'd
the
be
20s.
my guess. That'd be my guess. It'd be like 30s ish.
Because I did something the other day. I was interviewed, and I was asked about creating an all-time team for the Phillies, on who would be on my all-time team. Every position.
Just throughout history of the Phillies.
Yep, left-handed pitcher, right-handed pitcher, setup guy, closer.
Does it matter the duration they were on the team, or they could have played one game and that's good enough?
The rules I was given was they had to play on the team, and you have to put them in the position that they played. You can't have a catcher play third base. So,
sure. Yeah.
So they had to play in that position. So
official MLB, they're taking it back to 1901.
Oh, okay.
But the official count is all the way back to 1896.
Nice. That's older team than I was thinking.
Yeah.
And they've been in Cleveland all that time, or did they switch around?
Yeah, it's got a bunch of name changes, clearly.
Right.
But started in Columbus, Grand Rapids, Cleveland since 1900.
Who would you put as the best pitcher that Cleveland has ever had?
That I've seen, modern era, or are we talking about history?
Well, we can go history, but it's got to be somebody that you like, an answer that you believe in. So if you've seen highlights or have watched different things of a player who you never got to watch play,
right,
but saw some of the things and heard the stories and such, and that guy fits the bill, then that guy works. You know what I mean? I'm just
Right.
you know,
You go history. I think a majority of people would say Bob Feller. He's somebody that people actually know. I mean, baseball fans know. So it's not like just the best Cleveland guy. Like he actually comes up in genuine baseball conversations. But for me, you could say Cliff Lee, maybe CC.
Cliff Lee was a good one.
Yeah,
he was good with the
we lost him to you guys. Yeah, like we've had some aces in our history, but I'll probably go one of those two. Either Cliff Lee or CC.
And having both of them, both are good picks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How about your best hitter?
That's tough. Tougher than you would think.
Yeah, I'd see. I immediately think Manny Ramirez,
But
then Bell. I also think or Albert Bell or Jim Thome.
True, but Bell had the average. He had the average and the power. Manny did too. I think Albert had a little bit more power.
See, it's easy for the Mariners because first, it's only modern era. And when you're thinking of batters, there's three of them that come to mind, right? It's going to be Griffey, right? Yeah. It'll be
A-Rod.
Ichiro and Edgar, right?
Ooh, no A-Rod?
He would be there, but I would have him under those guys because Edgar was just a double machine, right? Imagine if Edgar Martinez had speed.
Yeah.
Ichiro was your average hitter, right? Like he hit everything that when he came up to the plate, and then Griffey just had the prettiest swing ever, right?
Right.
So those guys will edge out a guy like A-Rod, who's a great hitter, right?
Yeah.
And then when you think of pitching, Randy, like it's a pretty easy,
Yeah.
So
anybody who can kill a pigeon.
Right.
It wasn't. Why does Jay Buhner? Why do I think of Jay Buhner?
He was a great hitter.
He was good.
Yeah, he was a great hitter. I mean, when you think of that era and you think of the guys that were on those 94, 95, 96 teams, I mean, you're talking about an all-star team, right? Like you had Edgar, you had A-Rod, you had Tino Martinez, also a good hitter. You had John Olerud, also a solid hitter. Dan Wilson, solid hitter. Like, I mean, that team could hit. The fact that they could never do anything in the playoffs was the most frustrating thing because when you watched them play, like it was a great team.
Yeah.
They just couldn't make the thing happen.
Same thing.
They all went cold at the same time.
Yeah.
Those Mariners teams and Guardians or Indians back then kind of mirrored each other. Same thing.
For sure. Now, anytime there's a conversation of the best teams that never won anything, those Mariners years always come up.
Yeah, because you could almost say the same thing about Cleveland. That was when they had like Thome and Bell and they had a lineup that was just murdered. Yeah, Charlie Manuel as the manager there, and I know that we started to pluck that from Cleveland. Because it was Jim Thome built the new stadium. Literally, it was his signing. And Charlie Manuel as the manager. And interestingly enough, they had gotten rid of Terry Francona, who is now the manager of Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that was the last years of the Vet and the first years of Citizens Bank Park. Jim Thome, it was the house that Jim built. At least that's how they talked about it.
Yeah. Yeah, those squad we definitely should have took one home.
Well, you guys went there. Who did you guys lose to in the World Series?
They lost to the Braves. 4-2.
The one that the Braves won, like, because the Braves were also a team that made it to the playoffs an awful amount of times, and there was like 13 times in a row, and only one really won.
Their pitching was off the charts.
Yeah,
that era of the Braves,
but had the problem in the playoffs. They could not put it together in the playoffs, except against that 1 year against Cleveland.
Yeah.
Because that was the Bobby Cox era. They could beat you pitching, they could beat you hitting, or they could beat you with their manager who beat his wife. But even the Phillies back in 93, when I think of the 93 Phillies that, beating the Braves in that series, there was no reason for the Phillies to win that series, but we did in 6.
Hey, whether you deserve it or not, you take that ring.
Well, hey, listen, we only get the pennant ring though, because we lost to Toronto, and Toronto wound up going back to back with Joe Carter. You're never going to hit a bigger home run.
Yeah, it was a great series though.
It was a good series. And I think about all the different things that happened that year, where the Phillies were, starting a game at 1:00 in the morning, that didn't end until like 4:40. The second part of a doubleheader, and being won by a pinch hit by Mitch Williams, the closer, who was getting death threats in the World Series because of, just he wasn't, his arm didn't have it. Jim Vergosi smoking in the dugout.
I mean, this seems like as good a time as any to plug our Friday show, where we have an author coming on to talk about the best managers in baseball. So be sure to tune in on Friday, because we got an author of, I think he has 5 books, and we're going to talk about his one about baseball. So
looking at that list, I do, some of the numbers, I'm leaving some to chance. I don't want to read all of his, how he gets there, because I want him to have to explain it.
Yeah.
But some of the managers I feel like that he has put in there, it's that the way that they're listed, I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, the ranking, it seems like some of them could shuffle around a bit. So
a bit, you know what I mean? Like no offense. Like Terry Francona has been a good manager, and he's won some World Series. He's brought teams to playoffs, and it's interesting that when he was the manager of the Phillies, he couldn't do any of that, and then he went in other places and got better. And you thought about that a little bit, similar to like Cleveland. I mean, when you think about their football team, that coaches go there to practice being a coach, and then they go learn how they go actually be a coach at a different place.
Welcome to the AAA.
The Phillies. Now I'm talking about the football team. In football, you practice being a coach in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But in baseball, you would do it in Philadelphia. For a long time, it was that way, that you would learn how to be a manager in Philly, and then you would go somewhere else and do so much better.
I mean, that's been the Mariners when it comes to players. Like, we will cultivate talent and then send them out to go win a ring. They're like, oh, you're good enough to pay you? Cool. Hope you get that bag somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, but that also used to be Oakland. It was Tampa Bay for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Florida for a second. You know what I mean? Florida, like even Florida now, like you could pillage Florida, and give them a whole bunch of talents and be able to get some pieces from them. I know the Phillies are going to need some pieces if they're going to go compete against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Just wait till they're done.
I gotta wait till after the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And that's when we're gonna really start to see what the story is.
Yeah. A lot of moving pieces in the NBA.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be really interested to see if they actually make this Morant thing happen in Miami.
No, Morant's already gone. You hear?
No,
No, Morant got traded to Portland.
Really? Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, last night.
That happened last night?
This
morning? Yeah.
No, like yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yep. John Morant to Portland. No draft picks involved.
No draft picks.
Nope.
Wow.
What did they get?
Yep, just straight up player trades.
Wow.
I heard in the end, teams were asking the Grizzlies for a draft pick to take them.
Wow.
Yeah, Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray.
Interesting. They make him Portland's like, okay, we'll take you. We're gonna give up nobody for you, and you have to delete your Instagram. Just as a whole. Just shut it down.
And yeah, but he's gonna be with Lillard and Holiday and
they still got a Scoot. Crowded backcourt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
And then-
we'll see if that's
Does
a
anything?
big change. That's a big change. Like Memphis is one thing. But now going to Portland, Oregon, that's a whole different world up there.
Yeah. Less drama, so hopefully, that'll help them put the toys away, so to speak.
Exactly.
And then, of course, Melo to Minnesota.
Yeah, that seemed like a lot of moving pieces for no one to get better.
I think the Hornets got better.
Yeah.
I think they're top 16 now. Because all they did is they freed up money. They made the trade during the season for Kobe White from the Bulls. So now they got money to sign him long term. So he'll be the point guard now. And then they picked up Naz Reid from Minnesota. So you got your four. They'll start. They got a young center they drafted last year. I think his name's Kalkbrenner. So you got him, and then you got they basically picked Knipple and Brandon Miller over Melo, which I think is a smart move. I don't know if Minnesota got better. I know their press conferences have become must-watch TV now. It was freaking Melo and Ant-Man. But
hey,
winning,
that's the way it works.
Yeah, winning. I don't know if they go together.
And how about the Warriors trying to run it back with the geriatric crew? They're gonna Draymond Green declined his option so that he'll take less money. Actually, they're going after Anthony Davis and LeBron James.
Yeah.
That's going to be like, hey, listen, let's get the H out in front of the stadium so that it shows that this is a hospital, and that everybody who gets hurt, we're going to be able to get you your IVs and stuff like that right there on the scene. And,
they should
Jimmy
go
Butler, and
I mean, they shouldn't mess around. Go get KD also. Make him your sixth man. Go get all the old guys.
And listen, does it make them even viable with those guys?
They're still going to win a bunch of games.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Davis is going to play like 20 games. So it's not even like he's going to be there.
But you could almost do that.
If you have enough stars, right? Aging out. between the way all of them get hurt, you'll get the full complement of games. They're not all going to get hurt at the same time. So you just kind of layer who gets hurt and, you can get through a season.
Well,
I mean,
it would be a lot, and like I said, that's definitely the geriatric crew.
the highest ticket prices in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you pay to see LeBron and Steph play together?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing.
they still got some. LeBron's still a top 15 player in the league.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that. It just,
Yeah.
them playing together doesn't move the needle for me.
Is
But-
he a top 15
Right now, yes,
like LeBron
Yeah.
right now?
which
Okay.
is crazy.
It is.
It says more
what
about the rest of the
league's
league than it does him, right?
That's exactly correct. Because that's not. I don't look at him as a top 15 player in the league right now. But I mean, again, I'd be hard pressed to find 15 players who are better.
Steph,
I mean, he's always a liability on the defensive side of the ball. So,
right?
and he's still a great shooter. So you can't take that away from him.
Yeah, but Steph is. I feel like Steph Curry should have 2 years ago joined the PGA.
I think where Steph needs to be at this point, because his shooting ability is still there, his ability to create his own shot has diminished a bit. Like he needs to be on a team where he can be that Klay Thompson role, which is a catch and shoot kind of guy. Because he still has years left in him doing that. If he has to go and create his own shot, the speed isn't quite there.
Right.
I wouldn't go all the way to Klay Thompson. I would say
No. I'm just saying style of play. I'm
I
not
would say
saying
more Ray
accuracy. and all
Allen.
that. Okay, that's fine.
Ray
Yeah, I
Allen
mean,
with Boston, not Ray Allen in Miami. Ray Allen in Boston.
sure.
Yeah, he was spot up, but he could go get his own shot if he needed to.
Yeah, a few times a game, but it's
Right,
not
exactly.
all the time. That's what I'm saying. Is he needs to be more of that pull up guy as opposed to running the show.
Yeah. I don't know if they were to get it together and if they were to compete. Let's say they make the NBA Finals. Could they change basketball? With
And
GMs now
change it in what?
thinking, with GMs now thinking going back to because everybody's pushing for the youth movement now, right? OKC won the championship. We saw the Spurs make it, and GMs, it's monkey see, monkey do. Is okay, let's get as much young talent as we can, young athletes. If a team like that were to make it, with GMs go more veteran mixed rosters again,
No, because that's not sustainable. Like even if you go win a ring, that's probably it because they're all on the tail end of their careers. Surefire Hall of Famers, no question. But
I'm not saying like super old. Like look at the Knicks. Like you basically watched it play out this year. The Knicks were the more experienced team. They don't have a geriatric roster, but they also don't have what was their average age? Like close to 30, maybe 28.
Yeah, but I mean
29.
that is way better than what we're talking about the Warriors could be. Like the Warriors should be sponsored by CVS if this is what
Not
they're going to put out
CVS.
on the court.
Not CVS.
Well, can't be Rite Aid. Rite Aid's out of business. So.
That's the thing is they bought all the Rite Aids.
How about Walgreens?
Sure, it could be a Walgreens. And it would actually make sense because you go and order your prescription by the end of the game, it might be ready.
No, not with my Walgreens. You're going to 10-game road trip.
That's what I'm
Still won't
saying.
be ready.
It's terrible.
And just I gotta throw this out there. Ben Simmons
Oh,
has been getting some play. He's been getting some play that he is working out. He has been trying to get. He is destined to make it back into the NBA after not playing last season, and actually had a conversation, spoke about him passing the ball off in the 2001 playoff series from underneath the basket. Instead of dunking the ball or doing the layup, he actually had the conversation about it and said that the reason why he passed it off was that his shot wasn't going down, and that he felt that Thybulle would be was the better option there. So instead of going up for his own layup, he passed the ball off.
Right.
And just because he didn't trust his own shot, but that he's trying to make a comeback, and he thinks Philly's going to entertain it. That Philly will entertain him coming back. The problem I have with that is that I almost believe him, because I think that ownership right now is not the greatest in Philly, and that they would entertain a return of him. I can only imagine what the fan base would be like. Like, that would kill the fan base. Truth of the matter is that when I think about who the Warriors are going after, Simmons would actually make also a good addition to that team, because Simmons, amongst anything else, could play defense. And they don't have anybody who plays good defense. Right. That's exactly it. Like, he could fill the Iguodala role out there. Maybe not be as effective scoring points, but you would have him as a true point guard. You could have him set it up where he'd be able to get Curry open and then play defense, on the other side of the court. Just my thoughts. Again, I'm not advocating for him, because I saw firsthand how he could tear apart a franchise.
Yeah.
But, he's older now, and of course he's probably running out of money. He's probably not getting the girls that he used to while fishing. Girls don't like the smell of fish. So, he's probably saying, let's go back to basketball where there's Kardashians and other things and
free money.
Yeah. Kwame Brown, over the last 20, 30 years, however long, has caught the more flack than any other basketball player in this being. But I'm gonna take that off of Kwame now. Kwame Brown, you're relieved. Ben Simmons is the biggest bust in NBA history. It ain't even debatable.
How about Markelle Fultz?
Something happened. One day they're going to come out and say what happened. There was a rumor he got into some kind of accident, be it motorcycle or caught some kind of accident in between like the draft and training camp, and it was kept under wraps. And something happened to his shot, because you don't go from he's a mid-range jump shooter in college. That was his game. Get to the bucket and hit that 15 to 18-foot shot. You don't lose that in 6 months.
He had eye surgery and it went wrong. Like, he's just been aiming for the middle every time.
It's Ben Simmons. And the sad thing is, Ben Simmons showed you who he was. He showed you in college. He was the number one ranked player in high school. He didn't go to a big time college. He went to a small time college. Why? I don't want to be in the public eye.
Sure. That
team did not. You guys know, in college basketball, if you have one pro player on your roster, you're an NCAA tournament team. No matter big school, small school. Steph Curry to Davidson, Ja to like, if you have a legit NBA player on your roster, you're a tournament team.
Yeah.
Plus, you did not qualify for the tournament. The coach didn't ask the team, "Hey, we got the invite to the NIT. We'll go if you guys want it." Who stepped up and said, "I don't want to play"? Ben Simmons. He showed you who he was in college. The kid, I don't think he ever liked basketball. I think I won't say I don't think he loved basketball. He played it because he was good at it and people expected it of him. And it all came out.
The money's attractive.
Yeah, and it all came out in the NBA.
Yeah.
It all came out in the NBA. When you find out.
Yeah, but he did have a couple of years where he did really well. I mean, first off, his first year, he got paid to do nothing. Right. We're going to make sure that you're healthy. Okay, you're going to sit the entire year and do nothing and get paid. And then the second year, and then like I said, there were times even in that 2001 season, 21 season, he scored 48 against Utah right before the All-Star break in that season. Like it was like, I remember he was like killing Utah personally. And then by the end of the season, he's passing the ball off because he feels like he can't make the shot. It was a shame. It was a shame.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So
to wrap up on something funny, you got the WNBA, Sophie pointing at people, and people are losing their minds about it. So she jumped on a podcast to talk about it. And so this is a little clip from it, which is funny. But now there's an endless amount of memes, and they're making shirts, and it's turned into a crazy thing. But this is hilarious.
Pointing, and she's like, "Don't you point at me?" And I was like, "Oh, shouldn't have said that." And I didn't say a word.
Okay, that's
so stupid. Like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever done.
it's probably the number one meme, at least on Twitter this morning,
It
which is special.
I know, but like, I'm telling you, everyone's like, "What? Like, that is so dumb." I think it's dumb, but like, it was pissing her off, and like, I couldn't help myself.
I love her. She's becoming my favorite player now.
She is funny. She is funny. But yeah, I mean, if you're getting under someone's skin, I mean, you do you, because you know you're going to throw them off their game.
22 seconds.
Is that how long she was doing it? That is hilarious.
22 seconds of pointing and staring right at her.
Yeah, and literally said nothing. Just
Yeah.
No, it was hilarious.
The best thing, she's not one of those players that'll do that and then walk. Oh, she'll stand 10 toes down. She's like, stands on it.
She played football for a second. She was kicking footballs, field goals, and stuff like that. She put on the pads for a men's college. So, so I get it. You know what I mean? She's like the enforcer of Clark, right? Like, she's the one. Anybody who goes after Clark, she's the one that comes out there, and next thing you know, you got a Sophie.
Yeah, she's bodying you up. She's like, "I'll get bounced. Doesn't matter." Yeah. No, it was pretty great though. Like, it was fun, especially when, she's just like, "Yeah, that was ridiculous. Like, that was so dumb. But, if it's working, hey."
Especially if I'm going to get under your skin. And then, like I said, you got all the different memes coming out. I'm waiting for the Harry Potter memes to come out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. They haven't, and that I'm surprised nobody's put that two together yet.
I mean, someone might have. There are so many. I mean,
I've seen her as the Statue of Liberty.
Yep. Or coming across the Delaware, and I mean, the memes are endless at this point. I mean, even the little video I put together there has 30,000 views since yesterday afternoon. So I mean, it's
It's our world. We're just living in it.
Pretty much. That being said, that does get us to the top of the hour. Figured I'd have us wrap it up with a laugh. If you are watching on every platform, be sure to like and subscribe. If you're listening on 97.3 ICU Radio, be sure to stay tuned for some smooth jazz headed your way. Otherwise, we will see y'all tomorrow. Bobby, we'll see you next week. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.